Good evening and welcome to another episode of the Defender Fitness Alliance show. Tonight, it's a very special episode. I have with me our very special guest. I want to thank him first and foremost for taking the time out in his very busy schedule. I want to welcome everybody. A Marine, he's an actor, he's a fitness mentor, and a motivational speaker. Ladies and gentlemen, Rudy Reyes. Rudy, brother,
my brothers and sisters, thank you, Rendon. Thank you so much for having me on. Any opportunity that the message of hope, message of warrior transition, and not post-traumatic stress, but now moving into post-traumatic growth. Any chance we have to put that out for our community, because I believe that we're the best. There were citizens, there's mothers, sons, daughters. We're the best we have to offer in this country, and I'm here to continue that narrative. And thank you for having me on.
Awesome, brother. And I know you're kind of traveling right now. You're in New York City. What's going on in New York City that you're up there now?
Yes, brother. Okay, so tonight, fellow recon brother and scout sniper Brandon Lanham Mills, he is playing in Staten Island. So I'm linking up with Gene, a brother of mine who has organized the veteran Columbus Circle hike tomorrow. Silky's hike, pack hike, and it's to combat veteran suicide. Veteran suicides, we have to start menace and emotional illness and understand it as an illness and a disease that is curable, and we can take steps to defeat this disease. We can inoculate ourselves from suicide, reaching out to your best friends. Our waking up in the morning and the first thing you're doing after drinking your coffee is go outside. You let the brain naturally and self-esteem that helps build you and make you reach this. We need community. We need physical fitness, which allows for mental, emotional, spiritual fitness. We need a mission, and we need to be out there. We need to be in the outdoors. We need to be in nature. We must not isolate ourselves. With those four things, you can freaking defeat this. And so that's what tomorrow is about. Be there at 1400 in Columbus Circle in New York City, up there around on Lincoln, I believe, around 59th. And you'll see all of us. There's going to be so many brothers and sisters from all branches of service and citizens as well, not just our military fighting for this great country and the citizens here in this country. But really, awesome. I don't like to say civilians anymore because I believe our civilians, they have so much more to offer too. So they are citizens, and together is how we're going to change the dialogue. Together is how we're going to improve more outreach for our people. Together is how we're going to.
Oh, I think we lost Rudy there. Rudy, are you still there? So if you guys don't know, Rudy is in a cab in New York City. I get talking to him earlier. He got rear-ended. It's crazy over there. I want to thank him for his time to be here on the show. Rudy? All right, I think we lost him. Richard, thank you for watching. I think we might have lost Rudy. Let me try to connect with him. All right, guys. I'm trying to connect with them again and see what we can do. All right, guys. All right, let's see if we can do this again.
Here we go, bro. You there?
Hey,
Man, I'm sorry, bro. Everybody's freaking calling me. Hey, listen up, audience. I need a clone, about 3 more Rudy Reyeses to help me out up in this mug. I mean, I got one guy in traffic. I got one Rudy Reyes out there with the family, another Rudy Reyes with the Scout Snipers and Recon Cats getting ready to do karaoke. And that way I can divide and conquer. But right now, you have to suffer through it with me because there's only one of me right now. So thank you for being patient. But yes, we've got a big hike here tomorrow, 1400 Columbus Circle, and we're going to defeat and stamp out veteran suicide. We're going to change the stigma on mental illness and focus on real wellness, which is mind, body, spirit. We're going to get people working out. I'm going to be doing some PT, teaching training, some calisthenics out there, and then we're going to go for a hike for about 4 hours. I look forward to seeing all of you, and then I'll be in Clever Talks, the TED Talks of military and veteran
right.
brothers and sisters, entrepreneurs, and that'll be in San Diego, the 11th and 12th October, and I'll see you there with Jocko. I'll see you there with Tim Kennedy. I'll see you there with Ryan Williams. I mean, really an all-star lineup of motivators, of entrepreneurs, of warriors, of athletes, and I look forward to freaking pressing palms and motivating the hell out of our community there.
Rudy, so just talking about Clever Talks, how did you get involved with that organization, and how can our veterans listening get more involved with it?
Oh, brother, Clever Talks, it was founded by Mark Cuban, and he is a motivator as an entrepreneur, and he sees the veteran community as one of the strongest resources for innovation and execution in the world. And he is motivated to empower us. And so he created the Clever Talks. He's on the board. And I have some word that I'm going to get some face-to-face time with Mark Cuban. I'm very excited about that. I've got a few businesses my own. I've got Virtus Outdoors, my clothing company with David J. Wood, who is a Devil Dog as well. I've got Condition One, my meal bars, my spearheaded by Matt DeMeo here in New York City. Devil Dog as well. And then, of course, Force Blue, my nonprofit, rebuilding coral reefs, taking commandos like myself from all services and from other militaries and retooling and repurposing our warrior skills now for conservation subsurface, forceblueteam.org. So I'm excited to talk with Mark Cuban and really see how much more I can do, because I already am doing a lot, I think, but I know there's more. I know there's a way to do it better. And that's something that we must be obsessed with. We must be obsessed with improving ourselves. We must be obsessed with taking it to the next level every time, and knowing that there are more layers above us to keep peeling off, and being excited about the process. That the process and the passion is most important, not waiting around for strategy, not waiting around for you to get your next round of risk armies before you go and you invade or you rally your troops. No, passion and process will give you the momentum to find the strategy and see things clearly on the freaking highway as you're moving down them coming into vision. But if you've got those headlights on your car and you're waiting to build your strategy, but you're not driving that car anyway, anywhere, you're just going to see the same old freaking terrain, and you're not going to go anywhere fast. So get your passion and your process together and get moving. That is the message.
That's a great message, Rudy, because I find it nowadays. I don't know if you see it this way too. Some veterans out there that seem like they're entitled to something nowadays, right?
We were just talking about it, Renton. This is so wild. I'm with a veteran family here, Brett and Chris. Brett, 22 years in the Air Force pilot. Chris did 8 years in the Army. Beautiful kids. I hide out in Queens when I'm in New York City to kind of have a fortress of solitude. And we were just talking the same thing, that just because we kicked ass, and by the way, I'm proud of who we are and what we've done in the past. But that was our high school.
Right.
That was our grade school. Now we are in the freaking pro NFL. I mean, that was Pop Warner football. Now we're in the NFL. and you better be training at the NFL level if you want to keep that freaking job and take that next man's job. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. So what's lost him again. All right, let's see if we can get back in here.
Sorry, bro. I'm here. I'm in the tunnel. Hey, I'm in the tunnel.
Hey, Rudy. So another question here. So
yes, sir.
a lot of people know you as the guy from Generation Kill, the fitness guru, this motivational speaker. But I don't think a lot of people know about your childhood. Growing up in Kansas City, you and your two brothers, you guys had some rough childhood, and just wanted to make some impact on the veterans that are listening today. How did you overcome all those obstacles during your childhood and to lead you where you're at today?
This is something that our veteran community can think about too, because most of us that go into the service, we're there to prove something to ourselves, and oftentimes we come from a tough background. And actually, as I've gotten older and learned more about the human condition, part of the human condition is suffering. Even people at the top suffer. People at the bottom suffer. And we must, to become truly free men and women, to really be that transcendental warrior, we must learn from the suffering and transmute that pain so that we transform ourselves outside of something that has limited us or pushed us, because sometimes that inflames the ego just the same. My little brothers, due to us having a very tough childhood and being very poor and sick, it gave me an innocence to fight for. I fought for my two little brothers who were innocent, and they're younger than me. And I guess through that, I could see the innocence in myself. Let us remember that in our service. Right. I know some of us freaking door kickers and war fighters in Fallujah and Ramadi and invasion after invasion, we've dealt a lot of death, and we've lost our own brothers too. And we combat depression and hurt and sadness and a listlessness back home. Let us use that fire and that pain as a motivator to say, listen up. I already been through the fire. Ain't nothing more can hurt me. Let's freaking go forward. I'm not scared of nothing. I'm going to improve myself the same way I did in the military. I'm going to equip myself with training. I'm going to hold myself to standards. I'm going to reach out for knowledge. And I'm going to boldly freaking aggress through. And that's what I learned from my youth. I grew up in the Omaha for boys after being shuffled around 20 different freaking places. I learned sports. I learned lift weights. I learned to be an excellent wrestler, and nobody's going to mess with you. No one's going to fuck with you. And be disciplined to be the best. Then you start having pride in yourself. When you have pride in yourself, everything's possible. You must have self-worth. This is all about self-worth. We learned in the Marine Corps, one mind, any weapon. Now I believe it's one love, any weapon. We must learn to love ourselves. And all of us in the military come from a shame-based culture, because that's the nature of the military. Because shame retains. When you mess up, when you fuck up, and you get shamed, you'll never do it again because lives are going to be on the line later. There's no time for freaking do-overs in combat. But now we're from the battlefield. I want us to turn into the Buddha field. I want forgiveness, radical self-love, radical self-respect. And with those tools, my other brothers and sisters out there can do what I'm doing, or even more,
Mm.
So, yeah, brother.
Oh man, all right, man, awesome message, bro. I got goosebumps
I
over
live
here,
it,
bro.
brother. I live it. I
Hey,
live
you
it.
guys watching, man? I don't know if you're not motivated by that, I don't know what can motivate you.
I love you. Thank you, brother. Well, you know what? When people always say, I'm a scout sniper and a recon man, combat diver, paratrooper, all that hoo-yah stuff. Say, Rudy, you're so badass. You've killed all these freaking enemy. You've done all this. And I said, I'm just standing on the shoulders of giants. The men that trained me and prepared me and gave me so much, one of them being First Sergeant Smith, my idol. And he was a dark green recon Marine. Not too many dark greens. And but the beauty of recon, the beauty of the military is it's merit-based. Anybody and everybody can make it if they want it. He was killed in the invasion with me in 2003. And some of the brothers that have been there for me are gone, but they taught me so much. They gave me so much love. They gave me such purpose. So now I'm seeing, holy smokes, man, we're the giants now. Our next generation will be standing on our shoulders. So we need to conduct ourselves as giants. We need to conduct ourselves as freaking heroes and warriors in our day-to-day life, in our business dealings, in our emotional dealings with relationships and family, with our physical fitness, with our mental wellness. We need to conduct ourselves as the giants and the demigods that we are.
So, Rudy, talking about transition, because a lot of our listeners are going through that phase or have gone through that phase. For you, personally, what's been, I guess, the worst moment you've had during your transition out of the uniform, and how did you overcome that moment?
Probably the toughest thing I went through, and I've been through a lot of tough times because, man, my heart was broken out here. I was used to selfless sacrifice from my brothers. Uh, I've I've seen glory and beauty of human spirit and courage like you cannot imagine in Iraq and Afghanistan, and in Kenya and Somalia border. I've seen humanity spiraling up, and then I've also seen the aftermath of beheadings and destruction. Tell you all of that. People say, Rudy, you're not in Iraq anymore. And I said, I might have left Iraq, but Iraq has not left me.
All right.
But the hardest thing was here one day, I had been just pushing myself for a few years with immense violence, street fighting, immense alcohol and substance abuse, depression, crying every night, crying every morning, crying every third or fourth day because I would not let myself go to sleep because I enjoyed feeling pain. I felt so down on myself. I felt that I was useless now as a man and that my best years are behind me and I should have died in Fallujah. That's what I used to think all the time. And because I was spiraling down and because I had no mission, no I had no support in my table of strength, I lost my son. And when they took my son away from me and my street fighting and the violence of my past in the military and my substance and alcohol abuse was used against me in court, I was very close to suicide. I was very close to taking my own life. I was very, very close. I felt what the who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? I don't give a fuck about me. Obviously, nobody else can either. But man, there was just some higher power. There was the God and the Jesus and Christ consciousness there. And then there was the faces of the men who believed in me. The faces of the men who taught me everything I know to navigate the freaking difficult and arduous conditions of the battlefield and be able to let my brothers down. I cannot let my sisters
All
down
right.
because I know they're looking up to me. and I was able to put that pistol down. And since then, I've been radically pursuing self-love, radically pursuing um, pursuing positivity, and absolutely infusing my life daily with hope, infusing my life daily with physical fitness, infusing my life daily with positive speak, positive action. These are easy things to say, but once you start doing them, they're easy things to do, and they continue to roll like thunder. So do what I'm telling you all out there when you're struggling, you're feeling down, you're feeling you're not moving. Do not mark time. If you're marking time, you are moving back. Aggress. Positive talk to yourself and others. Positive action with yourself and others, and you will make it.
Rudy, thank you for sharing that personal story and talking about your struggle. I think we can all relate to that struggle that we all go through after war. Sometimes we lose ourselves and
Yeah, brother.
try to find our next mission, because
Yes, brother.
during war, that was like the best and worst times of our lives, and we felt like we were doing something. But
Yes.
now we're struggling to find some sort of mission that we can connect with. And thank you
That's
for
it.
sharing that story. And
Thank you, brother. You know what? I've really thought about this recently. I posted up something on IG, and I said you must be the point man and commander of your life. The point man. I was a point man as a recon man and a scout sniper for my first war in Afghanistan and Pakistan in '01. You choose the route. You're intimately involved with the terrain. You are in charge of making the overlays and the on-call targets. But you also must be the commander. You do not wait for a mission from higher to come to you.
right,
You make the mission. This
you
is
control it.
critical for our community to understand that it is both important being freaking 5 meter target, boots on the ground, and also know the mission's not coming from anyone else but you. You're the commander. You are the point man and commander of your life. And when you embrace that, there's nothing.
Awesome, Rudy. So talking about the worst moment, what's been the best moment or
Uh,
moments you've
oh
had
my God,
during,
bro!
since you
2 days
left the
ago,
uniform?
2 days ago, I'm getting calls from my boys, and one is Jeff Carrizales. He was in Generation Kill, and he's a comedian, and
Okay.
he's got a horrible sense of humor, and he always calls me Mexican. And he's Mexican American too. He always calls me, he goes, Mexican, I saw you in the ocean doing some diving and shit, like a text. I'm like, what? Yeah, it's on CBS and shit. I said, really? Brother, we were on forceblueteam.org. We were on CBS on freaking national news 2 days ago.
Wow.
We are becoming a force of good and change in our veteran community and in the world of conservation. This is a dream of mine. Jim Rinroffs and Keith Psalms. 3 years ago, this was a dream, brother. Now we've graduated 2 teams of warriors, of eco warriors, and we are embracing Florida, the state of Florida, to rebuild and protect their reefs, which is the largest reef tract in the continental USA. Things are just exploding now from a dream to now not only reality, not only now, but we are going to be the future of this program. We've created blue veterans can come to school and become Force Blue divers and help us with this mission of creation, protection, and redemption.
And where can we find more information on this Force Blue team?
Blueteam.org.
Awesome, brother. Hey, so Rudy, so coming up to the
And
last portion of the,
just put some links on there. Put on.
we'll do.
Put on forceblueteam.org.
ForceBlueTeam.org.
Corporate involvement to fight for our conservation movement and fight for our country and our planet. And we're working on it, brother. We're really, really doing it. We're in DC. We're in Florida. We're making it happen, brother. A warrior does not get ready. A warrior is ready. And that state of readiness has given me all my success to this day.
Powerful knowledge, powerful message, brother. So
Thank
coming
you,
up to
bro.
Coming to the last portion of our interview here, Rudy. So this is where I ask 5 questions. This is called the
Okay.
five fitness facts of Rudy Reyes. All right. So first question: what's your favorite workout, Rudy?
Ah, my favorite workout. Gosh, they're all so awesome. Actually, my favorite workout is to work out. As long as I'm doing something today, I was doing gymnastics and push-ups. I love to swim. I love kickboxing. I love running. I love sprinting. Brothers, my favorite workout is whatever workout I'm doing today. That's my favorite one.
That's the best. That's the best answer that I've ever gotten during this. What's your least favorite?
Say again?
What's your least favorite workout?
Oh, there's no such thing. The least favorite workout is the one that I skipped. That's the one. That's the
Awesome.
least favorite. And you know what? And that's the one that's most important for you to do. All the stuff that we push to the side and that we skip is probably the most important stuff to do.
Right.
And it really is about shifting and changing that mindset.
Practice on your weakness.
That's right.
So next question: if you had to choose one person you could train with, who would it be and why?
I've trained with some of the very best. Gunnar Peterson, Bert Sorenex, it's his birthday today. Derek Woodsky, the Power Athlete HQ, Power Athlete Symposium people, Jen Wiederstrom, Roger Sparks. Who would I train? You know who I would love to train with? George St. Pierre.
GSP.
Yes, a true Renaissance man in martial arts and as a hero and a example for his community. I would love to train with GSP.
Hopefully he fights again too. So I'd love to see him back. Next question: recommend a book for our listeners to read.
Yes. Well, I read a lot. There's so many great ones. I would recommend, if I could recommend the first one, it's a tough one. It's between Guns, Germs, and Steel, Gates of Fire,
Oh, love that book.
and my latest one is Seat of the Soul. But I think what's going to help our community more is Seat of the Soul. So everybody out there, find out who wrote Seat of the Soul. It's going to blow your mind as warriors and veterans. And listen to it in your car or read it when you can. It is transformational, and I can't say enough about it. Truly, truly wonderful.
Seat of the Soul. Make sure you guys check
Seat
that
of
out.
the Soul.
All right, and Rudy, what's your favorite quote and why?
Favorite what?
Favorite quote.
Favorite quotes. Wow. Oh, well, of course, I love the Spartans, brother. The real deal. I mean, they're the real deal. Um, when they say to King Leonidas that they have so many arrows, when his archers let them loose, they will black out the sun. And Leonidas says, very well, we'll, it's an easy day, motherfucker. We'll fight in the shade. We'll fight in the shade. That is good shit right there.
Positives.
PMA, positive mental attitude, baby.
Yep. And finally, Rudy, what's the best way for our listeners to connect with you?
Oh, well, the best way to connect with me, I've got a beautiful website, www.rudyreyes.com. Facebook, I've got a fan site, the Facebook, Rudy Reyes, Real Rudy Reyes. And then Instagram, due to its convenience, Real Rudy Reyes on Instagram. That's the way to get to me. You'll see what I'm about and what I do and what I'm excited about. And I always support veteran entrepreneur businesses and nonprofits.
Awesome, Rudy. And one final question for me. What can I do to help you?
Oh, bro, you already are. You're helping me now by getting this message out. And what you can do to help me is continue to be an ambassador and remember the things I've shared with you and how they can resonate in your life. And any chance you have, keeping your mind open and flexible, like the warrior that you are, to help plug me and you into future endeavors that will help our community and to ratify and strengthen our ethos.
Awesome, brother. Rudy, thank you once again for coming on the show. I know you have a busy schedule and you
Yeah, I'm
took the
almost in
time.
Nobu now. I'm almost in a damn restaurant. All right, brother. I love you, brother. We'll stay in touch. I'll talk to you soon.
All right, brother. Take care. Thank you, Rudy.
You got it. I'll see you all here tomorrow, New York City, Columbus
All right, guys.
Circle, 1400. All right,
All right,
bro.
guys. Take it easy. All right, guys. So that was Rudy Reyes. Awesome guy. If you guys saw the interview, very motivating. Very busy as well. He's traveling a lot. He's at New York City right now, and next week he'll be in San Diego for Clever Talks. So make sure you guys check that out. That's Clever Talks, CleverTalks, and that'll be next week in San Diego. All right, guys. What I'll do is I'll provide the links for the nonprofit and all the different websites that Rudy's on. That way you guys can go check him out. And yeah, man, just stay tuned and I'll see you guys soon. All right. In the meantime, keep changing lives. Take it easy, guys.